Hi there, and welcome to another Midweek Memo. I love the organ. I tried to learn it for a brief period in my life. I didn't get very far. But what I love about it is how just one small movement makes a huge sound. A little touch of my finger, and a great big sound emerges. Let me show you how it happens. Right, here we go. Good job, I'm the vicar. Okay, so here's where the manual is, the keys are. One of these goes down, a tiny little movement, and all this gizmo stuff translates that into the most extraordinary sequence of actions. These great big blowers here inflate, they push the air through, and I don't know whether you can see it now, but for example, right at the back there, you've got that huge F-sharp pipe, massive great wooden pipe, which then makes that huge sound that fills the whole of the church. This last Sunday, we celebrated Pentecost. We remembered the day where Jesus gave his Spirit to his disciples. You remember Jesus was about to ascend, he was about to leave the earth, but he was still going to be Emmanuel. He was still going to be God with us, only in a new way. He said to his disciples, "You will receive power when the Holy Spirit comes on you, and you will be my witnesses in Jerusalem and in all Judea and Samaria and to the ends of the earth." There's so much we could say about the Holy Spirit, but one of the most obvious things about the purpose of the Holy Spirit is right there. The Holy Spirit was there to amplify the message of the gospel, way beyond those small group of disciples that had it, all the way through Jerusalem, their city, all the way out to their region, Judea, far beyond that to the regions beyond, like Samaria and other places. In fact, all the way, he says, to the very ends of the earth. And the fact that I'm here 2,000 years later in South Croydon talking to you about this shows that that Spirit has continued to do his work all the way to the ends of the earth. The work is not yet done, but it continues. So what does that mean for us? What part might we play in that same spread of the witness about Jesus? Well, this Sunday we were reminded of the Pray for 5 idea. This is part of the global Kingdom Come initiative. 5 friends or relatives or people that you know that you could pray for that they would come to know Christ. Pray for 5. Why not make a habit once a week, perhaps every day, of praying for 5 people that you would love to come to know him. But it's not just about the big things, it's also about the small things. Don't be afraid to think small. A short encounter with someone in which you're open about your faith. A tiny conversation in which you give something of a testimony about what it means to you to follow Christ. All of these are part of the Holy Spirit's work, spreading the witness of Jesus all the way to the ends of the earth. A couple of notices to share with you. First of all, prayer at the centre on Zoom happens tonight at 8 p.m. Because the spread of the gospel is a spiritual work, it's the work of the Holy Spirit, we need to be praying. And so we're going to be getting together to pray for Marvellous Mayhem, our holiday club that's coming up. We're going to be praying for our deanery and general synods in the Church of England. We're going to be praying for our mission partner, Ruth Cade, and for our students. Prayer, I believe, is the engine room of everything we do. So we'd love to have you, whether you've been there before or whether you've never been on Prayer at the Centre before, come and join us. The link, the Zoom link to Prayer at the Centre this evening can be found in the email that was sent out with this video. The second thing to share with you is that we're getting close to the deadline for our 2 jobs in children, youth and families. We've got a children's pastor that we're recruiting and a families pastor. The links to the job descriptions and the job adverts are below this video. We'd love you to share them as broadly as you possibly can. Put them on social media, send them around to your friends who might be at different churches or in different parts of the country. And we'd love you to pray for it. Why not take some time after you've watched this video and pray specifically that the Lord would bring just the right people into those 2 roles, our children's pastor and our families pastor. Finally, just to share with you, the song that we've written, our team have written for our Micah 6:8 series has now been released. You can find a music video for that on YouTube, link below, and it's also published on streaming services. So why not get that on one of your playlists, or listen to it, or share it with friends as a way of embedding the things that we have been learning about in the past couple of weeks. Thanks so much for joining us.